In today's session, we're gonna do a mobility yoga flow, focusing on the hips, the shoulders, and the spine. If you want some music with your movement today, I have a super chill lo-fi playlist linked in the description below. It works best if you're viewing from a desktop or a TV. I'll do a countdown timer on the screen so you know when to press start. And when you're ready, we're gonna get started in a comfortable seated position. We're gonna start by clasping our hands behind our back and opening our shoulders towards the back of the room, straightening the arms. If this is not accessible to you, option to just place the hands behind the back with the elbows winged out to the side. What we're gonna do next is twisting our head to the right, feeling a nice stretch along the left side of the neck and the shoulder. Breathing a little bit deeper into this space here. Beautiful, come up through center, switch to the other side. I'm leaning my head to the left. I should feel the stretch along the right side of my neck and shoulder here. Beautiful, now release the hands, shake out the wrist, and you can place your hands on your knees. We're gonna do some neck rolls. So I'm going in one direction, just rotating my head all the way around in a big circle. Continuing to deepen my breath here. Good, switch directions. Just noticing parts of your neck that feel a little stiff, stuck. Maybe spending a little bit more time on the rotation as in those stuck parts. Good, come back up through center. We're gonna interlace our fingers, release our pointer fingers, and we're gonna reach directly out in front of us. Doming the upper back, tucking the chin into the chest. I'm trying to pull my hands apart here while my fingers are interlaced. You should feel a stretch across your upper back. Good, inhale, release the hands, cactus your arms open, arching your back, lifting your gaze. Good, exhale back to that first position, squeezing the hands together, doming the upper back. Inhale, cactus the arms open, arch the spine, lift the gaze. Exhale, interlace the fingers, point the fingers forward, dome the upper back. Good, last time, inhale, cactus the arms. Exhale, send the fingers forward, round the spine. Good, release the hands, come into all fours. Wrists are stacked underneath the shoulders, the knees are underneath the hips. We're gonna do wrist push-ups here. So what I'm doing is I'm lifting the heel of my hand off the mat and back down. Just lifting and lowering here. My fingertips are still in contact with the mat the whole time, but I'm just lifting and lowering the heel of my hand. Beautiful, 3 more, just like that. Lifting and lowering. And we're gonna place the back of the hands on the mat, creating a fist with our hands, and then releasing. Just fist and releasing. My fingers are facing each other here. Good, squeezing in and releasing. 2 more, just like that. Beautiful, coming back to a neutral position. So I'm just creating big circles with my shoulders as my shoulder blades drop in and then they expand out. My shoulders are always cracking. Can't help it. Good, 2 more circles. And bring your right fingertips to your ear and wing your elbow open, twisting to the right, lifting your gaze to the sky and back down. 2 more. Inhale, twist open. Exhale, back down to center. Inhale, twist open. Back down through center, switch sides. Left fingertips to the left ear. I'm winging my left elbow open to the side. And back down through center. Inhale, wing the elbow open. Exhale, down through center. Last one, inhale, open. Exhale down through center. Send your hips back to child's pose here, resting the forehead on the mat. Wiggling your hips from side to side. Then we're gonna rock forward, sending the hips forward, gaze forward, leaning a couple inches over my fingertips, and then back to child's pose. Good, flossing through this motion. Inhale up, exhale back to child's pose. Inhale up, sending the hips forward, gaze forward, and back to child's pose. Good, on this next one, we're gonna sink the hips all the way forward, coming into an upward facing dog position. The shoulders are drawing back, the hips are released to the floor. Gaze is lifted, inhale. Exhale, send the hips back to downward facing dog. Good, 2 more just like that. Coming into upward facing dog. And back to child's pose. Last one. Upward facing dog. And back to child's pose. Good, send the hips all the way forward this time. We're gonna lower all the way down onto our belly. I'm gonna send my fingertips directly out to the side of me and winging my elbows up into a 90-degree angle. I'm gonna inhale, push the ground away, lift my chest halfway, and then I'm gonna dip my right shoulder down, turning my gaze to the left. Good, inhale up through center, dipping the left shoulder down, turning my gaze to the right. Good, 2 more on each side. Inhale up through center, tapping the shoulder down. Inhale up through center, left side down. Inhale up through center, tapping the shoulder down. Inhale up through center, left side down. Beautiful, come back to neutral position. Place your hands below your shoulders. Pushing up to all fours, coming to my knees, setting up for camel pose. The tops of my feet are flat on the mat. I'm gonna bring my hands into my chest. What I'm gonna do here is just keep a nice straight line in the upper body, and I'm just gonna lean back. So I'm keeping my hips forward here, not sinking down. The hips are forward. I'm just leaning back, coming back to center, and then the lean. Good, 5 more just like that. Leaning back, up through center, lean, and through center. Use your breath, exhale into the lean. Inhale back through center. Exhale, lean. Inhale back through center. Last one. Beautiful. Place your hands to the mat. Tuck your toes. We're going to come into a toe stand. So my heels are lifted off the ground. I'm just balancing on my toes here. My knees are straight out in front of me. My hands can be resting on my knees, on my thighs, whatever feels nice for you here. Just holding this position, working on some toe mobility, ankle mobility. We're gonna start to rock forward, sending the knees forward. The chest is going back, and then I'm gonna just lightly tap my knees to the mat and then come back up to a toe stand. Good, again, challenging your balance here, tapping the knees to the mat, coming back up to toe stand. Good, we're gonna do 3 more, tapping the knees down and back up. I'm using my torso here to counterbalance here. As I drop my knees, I send my chest back. Beautiful. Now walk the hands forward, send the hips high to downward facing dog. Start to pedal out the legs, bending one knee and then the other, rocking from side to side. Inhale the right leg to the sky. Exhale, step between your hands, lower your back knee to the mat, twisting to the right, hooking the left elbow to the right knee. I'm pushing down the top hand into the bottom hand as I twist my shoulders and rotate them a little bit deeper to the right. Good, stay for the breath in. Inhale, lift the back knee off the mat. Sweep your arm up for crescent lunge. Good, spin the back heel down. Exhale, open up to warrior 2. Stay for the inhale. Exhale, straighten the front knee, skandasana to the back of the mat. Hands to heart center. Good, now listen up. I'm gonna rotate to the left side. I'm gonna rotate my hips to the ground, planting the right knee to the mat for a low lunge stretch. Good, breathing into the hip flexor here. Beautiful. Turn back to Skandasana. Crawl your way forward to the top of the mat. Step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Sweep it through, step it between your hands. Lower the back knee to the mat. Twist to the right, hooking the right elbow to the left thigh. Using your hands here to twist a little deeper and pushing the top hand into the bottom hand. Good. Inhale, lift the back knee off the mat. Sweep the arms up for crescent lunge, high on the back heel, lengthening spine, reaching towards the sky. Exhale, spin the back heel down, open up for warrior two. Stay for the inhale. Exhale, Skandasana to the back of the mat. Hands to heart center. Good, sending the hands out to the right side. Twist the left hip down. Drop the left knee to the mat for a low lunge stretch. Breathing into the hip flexor. Good, spin back to Skandasana. Walk your hands forward to the top of the mat. Plant the hands and the hips back to downward facing dog. Good, lower your knees to the mat. Keep your toes tucked here, but you send your hips to your heels. Have like an active child's pose. What we're gonna do is lift our knees up 1 inch off the ground. And then we're gonna walk our hands a little bit forward and tuck our chin to our chest. This pose is called Loaded Beast in Animal Flow. What we're gonna do here is wave our spine forward, stepping our right foot to the outside of our right hand for lizard lunge. Good, hold it here. Back knee is lifted off the mat. Good, exhale, lower your knee to the mat, straighten the front leg for halfway splits. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold a little bit deeper over your front thigh. Good, on your next inhale, send your hips back to lizard lunge. Knee is lifted off the ground. Good, inhale back to loaded beast. Knees are 1 inch off the ground. Chin is tucked to the chest, holding it here. Good, exhale, step the left foot to the outside of the left hand, lizard lunge. Back knee is lifted off the mat. Breathing into this hip flexor stretch. Lower the back knee to the mat. Straighten the front leg, halfway splits. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold a little bit deeper towards the front of your mat. And on the next inhale, send your hips to lizard lunge, lifting the back knee off the mat. Good, send your hips back to loaded beast. Good, right side again, right side step to the out. Lower the back knee, halfway splits. Good, back to lizard lunge, lifting the back knee. Send your hips back to loaded beast. Good, left side, lizard lunge. Lower the back knee, halfway split. Send the hips forward, lizard lunge. Good, listen up, not back to loaded beast, but we're gonna come forward, step to a yogi squat at the top of the mat. I'm gonna turn to the side so you see what I'm doing here. So I'm gonna yogi squat. It's perfectly okay if your heels are lifted off the ground here. With practice, your heels will lower and get to the mat. What I'm gonna do is tap my right knee to the ground, twisting to the left. Good, back up through center. Left knee taps down. Good, back up through center. Right knee taps down, I'm twisting to the left. Good, back through center. Left knee. One more on each side, coming through center. Inhale through center, left knee taps down. Good, come back through center, plant the hands, send the hips up high for a wide stance, forward folds. Let the head hang heavy. Grab opposite wrist here, sway from side to side. Plant the left hand, twist open to the right side, bending the left knee. Come back through center. Left arm lifts, right knee bends. Twisting open, lifting the gaze towards the sky. Good, come back through center. One more on each side. Right arm lifts, left knee bends. Back through center. Inhale the left arm. Right knee bends. Come back to a squat and roll down to your back, setting up for bridge pose. Bending my knees, the soles of my feet are flat on the mat. If I reach down for my heels, I can tap them here, and that's how close I want to be. And then we're going to do bridge pose, sending the hips up to the sky. Good, just holding here. Maybe rolling your shoulder blades underneath you, squeezing them together. Interlacing the fingers, pushing the mat away from you, lifting the hips higher. Beautiful release if your shoulders are rolled under. Come back to the mat. Good, now we're just gonna do 10 bridge lifts. So I'm lifting up and down. As I come down, I'm not tapping my hips all the way. I'm lifting about 1 inch off the ground and then sending them back up. Five more. Good, last one. Squeeze to the top and send your hips down. Beautiful, squeeze your knees into your chest, rock from side to side. Send the left leg long, keep the right knee. Good. Keep the right knee in, send the left leg long. Supine twist, bringing the knee over the body, twisting to the left. The right shoulder stays planted to the mat and the gaze turns to the right. We'll come back up through center, switch sides, left knee comes in, right leg is long. And send the knee over to the right side, keeping the left shoulder planted, gaze goes left. So come back through center. Happy baby, send the feet to the sky, knees come down to the sides, reaching towards your mat, rocking from side to side. Beautiful, bringing the knees into the chest, roll to one side, come back to sitting position. And bring your hands to heart center, close your eyes. Thank yourself for showing up on the mat. So much gratitude, thank you. Thank you so much for joining this class today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more content like this.